21 West 9th Street. I'm going to start with the outdoor space, and then I will go in. This is the window from the living room. The apartment is a combination of two apartments, a studio, and a one bedroom. Now the outdoor space entry is off the kitchen. This is the kitchen area. As you can see, needs some work. As we go into the living room area, we have a fireplace over here, a wood burning fireplace. And the apartment has about 11-foot high ceilings. This is the window. Bathroom, which is a nice renovated bathroom.
This fireplace is not working, but there's a belief it could be, because I already know we've had another listing in this building where they have all the fireplaces in the apartment working. So it could probably somehow be, but you probably have to pull this out because it's way too narrow to draw.
Then you need the fire department approval.
Yeah, I'm saying, that's why I'm saying it's a very remote possibility, but
Yeah.
right now we're saying it's not working.
Maybe you knocked it down, yeah?
A match. But I don't know. Yeah, why they went over the building guideline? I mean,
Pardon?
the canopy.
Because that's the entrance to the restaurant?
Yeah, I know, but I wonder why the club allowed them to go up that high.
I don't know, but most people that look at it like it because it gives some privacy.
Okay.
You can't look in here. And it's still, it reflects quite a bit of light, so.
Interesting.
Okay, so let me explain the issue with the terrace. So when they did that extension over the garden, they, it's actually a dining area for the restaurant. If you go down there and look, you'll see how it is. And they have no outdoor access now for dining, and it's not allowed by the restaurant. This new restaurant, they have all kinds of rules and regulations so they didn't get in trouble like they did last time. So this apartment and the one next door have the same configuration, have private access to the terrace, and these are the only two in the building. The co-op is made up of these three adjoining buildings, 19, 21, and 23. They make up the co-op, so there's 14 residential units, and then the one commercial unit. The restaurant does pay rent into the co-op for their space. So, like I said, back several years ago when they did that extension, before it was this restaurant, they did so without the proper permits, and so there are some legal issues as to who actually owns that space, since it's built on top of what the restaurant built. So, because there's another landlord that's involved for the restaurant. Even though it's owned by the co-op, there's another landlord involved. It's very confusing. So, the question is, who owns that space that is the private terrace that you have only private access to? And that is whether it's the co-op that owns it, or is it the apartment that owns it? So that's actually being decided right now. I have an accepted offer on this. I have three other offers as backups. And we have not gone to contract because of that reason. So they're still doing due diligence, and until that's decided, we won't. So we're still showing and taking other offers because that's what the sellers asked us. Because the one offer we have accepted has a contingency, a sales contingency.
A sales concern?
They need to sell something before they buy this.
Oh.
It's a good offer. It's actually over asked. I can tell you that. I can tell you for how much. But in terms of, you know, it's not the most desirable offer for our sellers. So
Yeah.
that's in that sense. But I mean, considering all the issues that is going on with that, some people are just like, they'll turn away and say no. Others don't view it as that big a deal, because basically what's going to happen is they'll decide if the apartment actually owns it, they're going to allocate additional shares to the unit, and your maintenance will go up. So there's about 745 shares for the entire co-op. I believe this apartment has 45. So if you look at the square footage of that out there and kind of calculate on that to the number of shares in relation to the building, Patrick and I have come up with it'll be maybe roughly $100 more a month for maintenance. So that's kind of, it's a very rough calculation. So don't hold me to that.
Okay.
But that's just an idea. So I mean, but the maintenance will go up. And if they decide that the co-op owns it, they can in turn lease it back to the owner. So right now, basically, whoever, I mean, when she's been living here for years, as well as the person next door who is actually on the board and faces the same situation. So now that the sale is pending, it has come to a head and it's being decided. So,
Is there any chance that the landlord for the other restaurant owns it?
no, I don't believe so. If that was the case, then they can't pop up and put dining there. There's really no way they can use that space. So, I mean, they would internally lease it back if that is the case. I don't know all the legalities, nor do I want to, because I'm not a lawyer and I don't want to misspeak. So what I do at this point is I send all the financials, which tell a great amount of the story. They tell a good deal of the story with the notes. And then if you're interested, I put you in touch with the seller's attorney and the co-op attorney, and you can pursue it further. So what we're doing now is we have another offer, and they're doing due diligence because she's very interested.
There are the 3 offers doing due diligence?
Yeah, there's one that's holding as a backup, and there's a new one that's doing due diligence right now.
Okay.
So we may move to accept that if she, after doing due diligence, is still willing to go forward. So that's kind of how we're doing it.
What about assessments in the building? I mean, the facade looks pretty bad from outside.
There are no assessments, however, the maintenance is rather high, and I'll explain that as well. There obviously have been some past legal issues with the past restaurant, noise, etc. As well as there was a board president who's no longer here, who ran up a $700,000 legal bill without the knowledge of the rest of the board. So they paid that off. There's been a few issues, as you can see.
Yeah.
The point is, there have been a lot of issues in the past. They have settled almost everything except for this. And so they are moving in the right direction, but it has been a tumultuous past. And so that's the main driving cost behind the maintenance is because they've had to handle so many legal issues.
Yeah.
How pissed are the guys that lived here when they got found out about that?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Can you believe that?
They killed the guy.
I'm like, what was he doing? Like calling them up, having like a chat for a couple hours every day? I'm
Why
like,
did he even bill that much?
And they're probably they suing him.
yeah, oh yeah, that's the other thing. But they did pay that bill off. There was a settlement, and they paid it off. That's done. It's behind them, but there you go. So that's my sales pitch.
Wow.
I saw it.
You did something with it.
Well, I tell you, I mean, it's interesting. Despite all of that, I had 3 offers coming at once, and so I went to a best and final. So that's how I arrived at the accepted offer we have. So, I mean, despite all that fact, there is a pretty great amount of interest. So.
It's a pretty cool part.